Here's another observation I've got based on just the pattern recognition of this cycle that's been going on for 2.5 years. There is somebody involved in this that does not like me being confident, does not like me liking myself. It makes them feel, I guess, inferior or jealous or whatever. I don't know. I don't pretend to know what's going on in other people's heads or assume anything. But they really can't stand that I'm confident and that I like myself. And the whole narrative is that I'm crazy and suicidal and want to die and hate myself, and that's just not true. I worked very, very hard to like myself. I've done all the inner work. I've done a lot of the outer work, and taking care of my body by the way I eat and stuff. And that's another thing, because I eat healthy. They block my food because I make good choices. They block my opportunities to make money so that I can provide healthy food for the two of us. Because it's not about me. Whoever's doing this, it's about them and their own insecurities and their own shit. But what they really can't stand is me being confident, because they've set up a narrative that I'm crazy. I'm just not, I'm not feeding into the narrative. I'm not doing it right. Kill yourself meme and all that good stuff. I'm just not going to. I know what kind of opportunities you tried to block that are coming for me, and I'm fully capable, and I am fully confident in my own abilities. So I know that I'm going to be good at it, that I'm going to show up and do the hard work. You just blocked every opportunity for me to work hard and to make money, and then you told everybody that I was a lazy piece of shit. But that's just simply not true. I just don't want to do things that aren't in my best interest. I don't want to do things that are in your best interest, and that pissed you off. So then you've got a couple of credentials, so you have made it your mission to block me from being able to do the things that I actually want to do, because you seem to think that you're in charge of my life. And I was just curious if any of you had thought about taking your own advice, because if you are going through the world so fucking consumed with somebody else's success, how somebody else shows up in the world that makes you feel inferior, using all your money, your time, your resources, your energy to take that person down a notch, when you could just do the work yourself to make yourself like yourself enough to not be so consumed with what somebody else is doing. Or you could just, take your own advice. Because I'm not doing it. I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not depressed. I'm not sad. The only thing that's upsetting me is that you guys won't stay the fuck up out my business, and you keep trying to, in every way possible, undermine my confidence when you can't. I know who I am. I like me. But I've met a lot of you that are doing this, and I can tell that you don't like yourselves. You don't like your lives. You don't like that people have control over them. You don't have a lot of choice. A lot of you are probably still reeling in traumas from your childhood or your past, and that causes you to be addicted to a lot of substances that mask your pain instead of actually feeling it. And that's the key, is going in and feeling it, feeling that hurt, and it hurts and it sucks and it's uncomfortable. Facing yourself and looking at yourself in the mirror and slaying your own demons is very uncomfortable work. But it's the key to this type of confidence. And it's the key to not being consumed in jealousy and envy over what somebody else has or what they're doing, because you're focused on yourself after that. And I know we're all told it's selfish to focus on ourselves, but is it really? Or is that just like a cop-out that people who don't take care of themselves because they don't like themselves use to make other people who do take care of themselves and do like themselves feel bad about their confidence? I think that's probably it. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I'm not listening to it anymore. None of you, again, I'll repeat it, are going to make me feel bad about me. Because I've met a lot of you. And you should feel bad about how you show up. You should feel bad about what you did to two people who didn't do anything to you. They were just, a scapegoat for some political game you've got going that you lied and pretended like you didn't. And somebody who makes you feel bad because they like who they are. And is going to stand up and call you out on your bullshit for what you've done to a child who didn't do anything to you. And you promised better. You promised. A lot of you sat down in front of that kid who were involved in doing all of this to me. I promised that kid better. But you are using that child as a pawn in some little game you've got going that neither one of us are fucking participating in. Alright? So fuck off. I'm not gonna kill myself. I am not suicidal. I am not sad. I like me. I like what I've got going. I enjoy life. And if I was outside of here and didn't have all these people gaslighting me and trying to make me feel a certain type of way about myself, I wouldn't be as depressed as I am because it's environmental. I didn't even need medication until I got involved in this place. Because once I got away from my abusive parents, I wasn't depressed anymore. But then I got involved with you guys because you guys promised you were going to help us heal. And you did the furthest thing from that. So fuck you. Stop knocking on the fucking walls and ceiling every time I go to the bathroom, every time I turn my phone on, every time I open my eyes. Stop using my kid as some pawn in some political game that apparently you had going before a certain time period, which makes it look like all of that was set up. And that's probably why you want me out of the picture. Because I'm figuring out some shit that you didn't expect me to figure out because you underestimated me. Also, not my fucking problem. Now, I'm waiting on my next orders that aren't coming from OTA. Alright? They're not coming from anybody in this jurisdiction. Because all of you have proven to be, well, not moving with integrity. So I had to go above your heads, like I always do, to find people who do move with integrity to help me out of this situation. Because again, it's not mine. You guys had a good thing going before I came into the picture, huh? It was working just fine until that bitch got here. Well, that bitch was promised a lot of things that weren't true. That bitch didn't expect to get dropped into the middle of some fucking, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I don't pretend to know. I'm gonna find out here shortly everything that you did. So, the gaslighting and the standing outside the door saying mildly veiled things that I've said in videos that I haven't posted is not making your case look any better. Because I've got your numbers. It's not working anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Time's up. We're going to get out of your hair shortly. Again, the room is gonna be taken care of because you didn't block any of my opportunities and I'm the only one around here that's actually good for it. You just try to tell everybody and you defame my character under the guise that I'm not. That's not a me thing either. Alright, shortly. Hold your horses. I don't even know because you're in my phones. So I have to communicate with the outside world in a totally different manner. So you don't find out what the fuck I'm doing. Therefore, I'm not allowed to know either. That's how this works. Alright? Suck it. Fuck you. Bye.